Aloha, everybody. Michelle Melendez with blossominnerwellness.com and standtogetherhawaii.com. This video is on the toxic waste that is going to be moving from Lahaina to the Alualu dump site. And I'm going to be sharing how much toxic waste is moving, why this is really a devastation to the environment, and also what we can do, but also why they're doing this. Why are they ignoring hundreds of people? You know, I want to say so much mahalo to all the people that testified on January 2nd. We're talking scientists, environmentalists, veterans, military people, and of course, the local Hawaiian people, all testifying, don't do this. I think one person said, yeah, go for it or whatever, but most people said no. And I'm going to actually share one specific testimony so that you guys can understand what this site means to these Hawaiian people. But why they're doing this, just in a nutshell, but I'm going to share more at the end of the video, is because there's some type of distraction happening. They need us. And when I say they, I mean the corporation. We no longer have a government. We haven't had a government for a very, very long time. It is a corporation, you guys. And this corporation, one, it's all profit they need, and two, control. And they need us to live in fear, and they need us to have our emotions heightened, us to be really upset about certain things, because when we're upset about certain things and we're focused on something that's really upsetting to us, we miss things. Now, I don't know what we're missing right now, but this is a presidential year, a presidential election year. This year, in a presidential year where we elect, we don't really elect a president. It's all a sham, you guys. But when there is a year like this, a lot of things happen for distraction, so that our emotions can be heightened and they can put things through, and then they can have the world that they want based on control. So first, let's just talk about the toxic waste. Let me show you what is going on with this. Here we go. Yeah.
Consider that we are dealing with 400,000 tons of debris, which is equivalent to nearly 5 football fields filled 50 feet high, or 5 stories high, filled with debris. This colossal quantity of debris will require up to 40,000 truckloads to travel 52 round-trip miles from Lahaina town, over the Pali, through Kahului, through Pu'unene. Now, we do have other options if we consider the use of the Mahalo roads that we have. That's something we'll explore for sure.
So I just want to say right up here, you know, this is a Jesse G. Wall. This is from his site. Go there, subscribe. Maui's Toxic Controversy. Right up here is where Alualu. Look how it slopes down to the bay. And I think this is Big Island. This is where I'm at. But anyway, I'm gonna just let him go on just a little bit longer.
This effort would require an estimated 133 semi-truckloads daily over a period of approximately 300 days, so about a year. This will equate to approximately a year and a half of unprecedented traffic concerns that we will all be impacted by. In addition, it is inevitable that this heightened traffic will put the community at risk. And while we will take every safety precaution to keep our people safe, more trucks on the road will mean more risk for traffic accidents, other safety risk, and a potential or higher potential for debris spill.
So he does go on, and again, this is Jesse G. Wald. If you want to go to, and I'll put the link in the description. I want to go on to this site, and this is Alualu. This is where they're talking about putting this 40,000. He said it's equivalent to 5 football fields over 5 stories high. This is where they want to put it.
At the dump entrance, and you can see what's going on here. It's ridiculous. You look at the amount of erosion and grading that they're doing. There are no erosion barriers in place. Standard protocol would mean that there would be erosion barriers all over the place to keep this material from soaking into the ocean. Even more so, they have their trucks parked here, and they're actually just leaking water out. Look at this. This is the track record we're actually dealing with, guys. You see the amount of styrofoam in here? This means PCBs and dioxins, and this has had cars burned here before. So they are literally, even right here, they're letting their material soak out into the ground right now as we speak. And yet they're telling us it's not going to be conducted this way. Shabby at best, illegal at worst. You make your mind up from this. So Olowalu, being known as one of the most important mother reefs around here, and perhaps having spawned many of the other reefs that we surf on and whatnot, and we dive on and we eat off of, and that sequester carbon, our reef system is really important to us. We can show you footage all day long of stuff running out of the dump straight into the ocean. There is no mitigation there. If you look at how it's set up, all the drainage comes off of that hill right into the ocean right there. So I think one of the reasons why people aren't looking at these toxins, if you touch them, you're not going to die instantly. And so people think, oh, no big deal. But what's happening is as this stuff makes its way into our environment, and even every time we touch it, or every time we breathe it in, it's going to bioaccumulate in our system. What does that mean? So let's look at it in nature. These toxins are going to run off the hill. The algae is going to grab it. It's going to bioaccumulate in plant material, and then it's going to work its way up the food chain. Fish that eat plants, fish that eat fish, humans that eat fish. So it winds up all the way in us. And the more fish we eat with it, the more it accumulates in our system. So there are several ways for this to bioaccumulate, and it's one of those things that you don't see it right in front of you like a deadly poison because it doesn't kill you instantly. Some of this, we won't see the repercussions from this until 40 years. But we already know because we see the repercussion in other places. So I think that people should start to look at that, do your homework on what it is and what it means, demand that the county, the state, the powers that be, test for it, and release that data to the community so that we can make decisions based on facts.
So, and I want to share a testimony just so you guys understand the importance of this area to the Hawaiian people.
I am here before you as representative of my 231 living descendants of John Moses Puha. We are cousins to Hinan or Jakes, who testified earlier. Sadly, none of us have been able to make it back to Olowalu since our tutu man and some of his children left in the 1920s. But that is not because we don't want to be there. Olowalu is our piko. We connect to that place like no other place. It is where Almakua swim and are still cared for today. It is where we kilo, where we connect to Aina, Vai, and Kai. We celebrated births, life milestones, and mourn deaths there. This is where my grandparents, my Hanai grandparents, and countless other kupunas are. It is where I got engaged. It is where the names of my children come from. And it is where I will be when it is my time to go. We have generations of stories and history in Olowalu. It is our piko. Please choose an alternate site. That's it.
This is, of course, Eric West, amazing Lahaina fire update. So I'm going to have all these links in the description. But this is, look, I mean, this is the intensity and the emotion of this place. This is not by accident, you guys. This is not by accident. I want to show you the, this is the meeting. This is our last chance to give testimony. So if you have not given testimony, anywhere in the world, you can do this. You don't have to be from Hawaii. Please do give testimony because it's going to be in the record. It's going to be in public record because what we need to do next is we need to create an affidavit, which I will do. I've have one for the governor that shows how much he's violated his oath of office. I'm waiting to get it. I'm waiting for it to get seen by Margie and Jack Flynn, who've been helping people with constitutional law for 60 years. So I'm waiting for them. They're supposed to review it in the next couple of days. I am going to be writing one for the Maui City Council. But this is what we need to do. This is our power. And then we do probably need to take them to civil court, which I'm going to keep stepping forward and going in that direction because what these people are doing is astronomical, and it's by design that they want us to be this upset. They want the Hawaiian people, and you might be saying, why, Michelle? Why? because one, I mean, there's an evilness that is right now on the planet that, in my view and in my belief, is leaving the planet, but they're going to be clawing with tooth and nail to stay in power. And they have been running the government for a very, very long time. Like I said, we do not have a republic, not a democracy. Democracy is when mob rules. A republic is when one person has their rights and they can stand in freedom, and they one person. But a mob rule, which is a democracy, can take that one person, and the mob goes, oh, we want to hang that one person because of such and such, then mob rules. That's a democracy. But a republic says, no, this person has constitutional rights, actually rights under God, that you cannot take away. That's a republic, you guys. They want us to be upset about this, but we are going to stand up. And here's what you can do. Let me share my screen again and show you that they have a Maui County meeting January 12th. It's at 9 a.m. And this is, I'm looking for page 8 right here. This is the one we want to talk about. A bill for an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the county of Maui to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the state of Hawaii Department of Land and Natural Resources regarding the issue of a management right of entry for the Lahaina wildfire final disposition project. Now they're saying that this is temporary. Then why does this bill say final disposition project? I don't know. Am I reading that wrong? The purpose of this bill is to authorize the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the state land of natural resources for the management right of entry permit parcels totaling 52.7 acres, identified for real property tax purposes, tax keys, Aluwalu, Maui, Hawaii, to allow for wildfire debris landfill purposes. But why does this say final disposition if it's supposed to be temporary? This is supposed to be temporary. So one thing is they said, oh, this is temporary, but then the mayor goes, oh, we don't have a date for the temporariness of this. I don't know, what the date is for temporary. So they want people to be okay with this. They also said that the environmental agencies have said this is okay. Show us the assessment. Show us the assessment that says that this is okay. We've been standing up against the injected mosquitoes that they want to release, and they have a Maui assessment for those injected mosquitoes, which none of the city council members have even read, because if they had, they would not have put this through on Maui and Kauai. But that's another story. So let me just show you one more time, because I want to show you guys one more other thing about this that's really interesting. So this is Bill 120. So when you go to testify, you say, I'm going to testify on Bill 120 CD1, 120 CD1, and that's what this bill is for. And there's other thing that I want to show you guys. It's on page 7, or I think it's 6, which is right here. And let's see if I can find it really quick. And if I can't, then I won't share it. But I just want to share something a little bit off topic, which is about workforce housing that they have stated here. Because actually, let me stop the recording really quick and I'll find it. Okay, so let me show you. Found it. It is Bill 38 CD1, a bill for an ordinance amending, and this is maybe off topic. It is off topic, but still in regards to the Lahaina fires. A bill for an ordinance amending Chapter 3.34 Maui County Code established criteria for Ohana Assistance Program within the Homeowner Program's revolving fund. The purpose of this bill is to allow grants up to $100,000 for property owners to build an accessory dwelling of second farm dwelling to be used as a rental resident for workforce housing. Workforce housing. Where else have we heard this, you guys? What was it, the second interview or the first interview after the Lahaina fires? The governor says, I'm looking for ways for the state to acquire the land for workforce housing. Then again, I actually showed this in one of my other videos, the financial chief officer of Maui, he is working with how to use AI on Maui, because Maui is set to be the first smart city. And in that, he talks about workforce productivity on his website. In fact, let me just show that, and then I'm going to come back to the Alualu and why they're doing this and what we can do besides testify. There's other things we can do, which I'll share, and then we're going to pray. So hold on one second. I found it. Let me show you guys this. Just really interesting stuff, man. Okay, just close that out. It's right here. Workforce productivity, but the Artificial Intelligence Exploratory Committee established by the National Association of Counties will examine emerging policies, practices, and potential applications of AI, as well as its consequences, according to the Maui County News release. The 15 committee members representing elected and appointed county officials from across the country will focus on examining county governance policies and practices, operations, and services for constituents, public trust, privacy, and security issues, and workforce productivity and skills development. Now, you may be thinking, oh, Michelle, this is conspiracy theory. Okay, is anything normal? Is anything normal that's been happening in the past 3 or 4 years now, however long it's been? No. So what the heck? We have to look deeper. We have to look deeper. Why is it that we have hundreds of testimonies from people around the world telling the Maui council members, do not do this, and they're putting it through? Why? This is an area of Maui that the Hawaiian people are like, oh my gosh, this is part of their culture. Why are they doing this? There's some type of distraction. They want us to have our emotions heightened. They want us to be hurt. They want our hearts to be broken. There's a reason for this, because the frequency of our broken hearts and our anger pushes their agenda through. So what can we do? We have to know, we have to remember, this is a game we're playing. We are playing, I'm just going to say the F word, you guys. We're playing a fucking game. It's a fucking humongous game that we're playing here. And where we get our power from is the knowingness that it is a game and trusting in this higher power that is beating our hearts, breathing our bodies, growing this beautiful banana tree outside, running the tides in the ocean, moving the sun across the sky. We have to remind our souls, this is a game we came to play. And then what we do is we do this. We say, I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out. I know that we're always taken care of. I know that there is this higher power of love that trumps over fear so much. Fear cannot even stand in the presence of love, of the frequency and vibration of light of love. That frequency when you hold your baby for the first time, that frequency when you fall in love and you're kissing somebody and you have butterflies all over the place, that frequency of when you get married and you're looking at this person that you believe is going to be the one. I don't even want to go into marriage, but you know what I'm talking about? That frequency of love is our power. And when we get into fear and anger and sadness and defeat, that negates our power to create what we want. So there's a reason why they're doing this. Again, this is not it's not a government. This is not a government by the people for the people. In fact, I want to share with you one more thing about the Hawaii Constitution. Hawaii Constitution. Let me show you. So let me show you this. This is the Hawaii Constitution. Constitution of the state of Hawaii. And I'm just going to go down to Article 1, political power. All political power of this state is inherent in the people, and the responsibility for the exercise thereof rests with the people. All government is founded on this authority. And then this last one, rights of individuals. This is an important one. All persons are free by nature and are equal in their inherent inalienable rights. Among these rights, okay, joy, liberty, life, and process, and pursuit of happiness. But here's an important part, you guys. These rights cannot endure unless the people recognize their corresponding obligations and responsibilities. This is the Constitution of the state of Hawaii. Our obligation and responsibility is affidavits, is calling these people out on the fact that they are violating their oath of office to represent the people. That's our obligation and our responsibility. So if you can help with affidavits, if you know anything about them, I'm just taking a template that I got and doing the best I can with it, and we're going to send it in. But that is our power, because they're going to put this through. We already all know that. We're going to stand up. We're going to give our testimony on January 12th. And let me just go ahead and show you how to do that. So I'll show you how. Here we go. So this is, I'm going to go to the top, Council of the County of Maui agenda. This is for January 12th, 9 a.m. I'm going to put the link in the description. If you want to write a testimony, so in person, you can also write a testimony. I'm going to also, there's an email here, but it's best to do this live. I will share that link. It shows you right here, down here. Where is it at? Written testimony may be submitted by email, so you can write email county.clerk@mauicounty.us. You can write it into the right here, 200 South High Street, ST. This is all going to be in the description. If you want to just write a testimony, send it in, mail it in. If you want to email it in, that's where to take it to. Or you can be there in person on January 12th. Or you can do video as well. So there's video testimony as well. So this is for January 12th at 9 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, HST time. The link is going to be in the description so that you can do that. And we've already had hundreds of people from around the world. Let's get 1,000. Let's get 1,000,000 people, calling in. We know that they're more than likely going to put this through, because we are going to stand up with our affidavits, and also no fear. Trust this game we're playing. Trust our hearts. Trust the knowingness of our inner strength that comes from the divine infinite intelligence that is running the sun across the sky, germinating these plants in the soil, and running the tides in the ocean, and telling the whales where to migrate. So let's go ahead and pray. Infinite source of all things, great spirit, what a game we came to play. You know our hearts. You know how much we love our ohana. You know how much we love the aina, the land, the earth. You know how much this human life that we're in, how much we love. Just plain love. The frequency and the emotional feeling, how much we love love. How much that feeling of love feels so beautiful and so good in the human body. It lights us up. It makes us feel like we're floating on cloud 9, like our feet aren't even touching the ground when we're truly feeling love in our bodies. We call that frequency in now, of how much we love the aina, of how much we love these Hawaiʻi islands, of how much we love each other, and how much we want all people to be free and all people to be safe. How much we hold in our hearts that all people matter, that our children are free to live a beautiful, wonderful life. We know that this game that we came to play, that each one of us said, yes, I will go forth to the earth at this time in history, and I will play this game, and I will do my part. I will do what is mine to do. I will do my kuleana, and I will stand in truth, and I will stand in courage, and I will stand in strength, knowing that everything is working out for our highest good. Everything is working out, and we get to watch as these acting government officials, calling themselves city council members, calling themselves governors and mayors, as they peaceably are either removed from office at the right time, the exact right moment, in a peaceful way, or they voluntarily step down, as so many government officials have chosen and voluntarily stepped down in Florida. So many that there's actually one town with only a clerk running the entire little town. We don't know how it's going to happen, Great Spirit, because we are just living in a human body. But you, Great Spirit, infinite intelligence that is moving the sun across the sky, that's guiding the honeybees to their flowers, that's growing the vegetables in the deep, dark, cold soil with the pressure against those seeds, and that those beautiful vegetables are growing to the light. How it does it, I don't know, but you do, Great Spirit. You that creates an amazing oak tree from an acorn. Absolutely incredible. You know how this works out. And we get to watch as it unfolds, as we stand in the knowingness of our inner strength and our power, as we stand in the knowingness that we are free, and the knowingness that what needs to happen in Maui that moves that beautiful Aina, that beautiful island that is surrounded by amazing reefs with so much life and so much beauty, and the ohana that is there, that something magical happens. We get to watch as something magical is created through this, as the movement and the choices that are made by these officials, if it is not for the highest good of all people, if it is not for doing what is right, we get to watch as they get removed from office in a peaceful way, or they voluntarily decide to leave. We get to watch as magic and miracles unfold there, because we believe in that, Great Spirit. We know that we've got this. We would not be here if we didn't have this, and we do have it, and it is absolutely done. What is happening in the Lahaina fires, the Lahaina waste that is there, is an absolute miracle that's showing up. We may not see it in this present day, but it is showing up for the people there. It is already done, and we get to watch as the magic unfolds, and so it is. Okay, Ohana, January 12th, we're each going to be there. We're going to do either email in your testimony and say whatever it is that you want to say. I'll have a little blurb in the description, or be there live on the video. I'm going to do the live on the video. And I just send you so much inner strength. Just know we've got this. Things are happening. Miracles are happening because we claim it. We claim it and we say yes to the knowingness that the infinite source of all things that is beating your heart, beating my heart, breathing our bodies. I don't know how because I'm not plugged into the wall. But this inner guidance, inner strength, infinite intelligence that has made the planet has got this, you guys. Trust, because she's done. She's done. Maui is totally free, and Maui is stronger than ever. And so are the people of Lahaina. So I love you all. Much aloha.